everyone, my name is Darlene, and today for my Biology 112 project, I'll be presenting on how science gets done when researching human embryos. The article that I chose is called "The Labs Growing Human Embryos for Longer Than Ever Before" by author Helen Sheen. In this article, a developmental biologist at the University of Cambridge in the UK by the name of Magdalena Zernicka-Goetz and her colleagues, they conducted an experiment to try to grow human embryos outside of the body as long as possible so that they can try to figure out the transformation of childbirth in the first 2 weeks. So the scientific issue is that scientists are very limited to access of human embryos, and they're unable to find out knowledge about the early transformation of embryos. So basically within the first 2 weeks of childbirth, they're unable to understand what actually takes place. Just to give you a little background information on the scientists that conducted the study in this article, I would like to go over some background information about her just because there are so many articles online and a lot of the information, the presenter does not have any type of credentials, and a lot of the things that they present are not factual. So a little scientific knowledge for you is the scientist that conducted this study, her name is Magdalena Zernicka-Goetz. She is a developmental biologist. She has a Master of Science degree in developmental biology and a PhD degree in developmental biology of mammals. She has many awards and honors, if you can see. Just to name a few, she was awarded for the best basic research in reproductive medicine in 2017. She was the winner of the People's Vote for Scientific Breakthrough in Scientific Magazine in 2016, and she wrote the best PhD thesis and received an award for that. So there's just a few of her credentials. A few key takeaways that I have is the most challenging part of this presentation to me was basically finding an article that interests me enough to even read for so many hours and research for so many hours about it. It was also very difficult to find an article that had a lot of scientific facts, studies, and experiments, and everything was not basically built off of someone's personal opinion. But once I found it, it made it a lot easier to understand what was going on, because there were test results, there were lab results, there was experiments, there was data to show that this stuff was real, and this author and the scientists in the lab were correct about their findings. A key takeaway that I would share with future students regarding how scientific knowledge is formed is to make sure that you choose a topic that spikes your interest, so that you're more than willing to spend extra time researching and reading and finding facts and making your presentation or PowerPoint so that others understand it as well. How has this project influenced the way I examine scientific literature? Well, because we were giving such a huge time frame to research, that was awesome to me because it gave me more time to look through a whole lot of different articles, determine which ones were fact, which ones were fiction, which ones could give me the information that I was looking for. And so because this article gave me so much time, it let me really understand what was going on in all the scientific articles. I had time to compare it to other articles. I had time to find things that were saying the same exact thing my article was saying. So in the future, as long as I have enough time, this article influenced me to be able to find a scientific article that I am really interested in. So who do I think can do science? I actually think anyone can do science. Of course, we all know that a well-educated educated scientists can do research in science, but also anyone who's interested in something can just basically find out whatever they're interested in and experiment with it. So anyone can basically do science. So just for a few additional references, if you are interested in this topic, there are different online articles that you can read about. Just to name a few, you can go Google stem cell information. That will bring up information. You can Google human embryo research policies updated. You can also look for IVF embryo gene editing. What is being proposed? Will this lead to a designer baby? Or you can also research human embryos for medical research. And another interesting thing is that you can also watch a video that is called Building a Baby, the first 2 weeks, and that will explain exactly how scientists are using embryos to research the first 2 weeks and the transformation after that. If you have any comments or anything, let me know. Have a good day.